live. Oh my goodness. It's good. It's good that I'm live. Hold on, wait. Hey y'all. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. I'm not doing much this morning. I just been here up kind of like reflecting and looking at some of this content out here out here. Y'all don't know how many times I have called myself clearing up my recommends and stuff for the stuff that I get shown on YouTube. And to be honest, I feel like I wasn't really on YouTube 4 years ago. Um, I was really using my Facebook and my Instagram and stuff like that. And so I wasn't really into YouTube. And I think I had made a couple videos, um, just sharing stuff. And then, like, my stepdad had got killed. And so it was a place for me to share my thoughts and my feelings on that. And then I was just making videos. And then when Kwame started, his channel and everything, I think I was making content, yes, to like get subscribers, to get subscribers, um, from that for the farm, like promote my farm and just like wanting other people to see what agriculture was about, like see what farming was about from an urban perspective, from a farmer inside the city or whatever. So I wasn't really, I didn't really know what the fuck I wanted to do with my YouTube channel. But I knew I liked making videos. I knew I liked recording myself on the farm. I knew I liked recording the veg and stuff, and just trying to figure out ways to make people aware. I think as I've been watching the content, like I've been watching the content that's going around out here, right? And just listening to everybody that I know has encountered Kwame Brown or been a part of the Bustlife sector, I'm watching, and in my mind, I'm just like, what the fuck? For real, I'm like, what the fuck? This have to be, if if there was anybody, if there was any way to create one of the biggest online grifts, I would say that Kwame Brown did it. And I think what keeps me watching the bus life sector and what keeps me feeling like I gotta hit the fucking live button and I have to fucking go live and say some shit around here, it it is the grift is seeing so much pretending and like scamming, and it just resonates. Austin, Texas. It resonates to me. I'm like, bro, this is some black leadership shit that I see and I actively chase down here in Austin on a regular. And I think that it really started I really started to recognize some shit was wrong or going on all the way the fuck back when this nigga just started turning his channel into a beef channel, like, or just started wanting to like link up with Charleston White and all of that. Like, I was like, oh, what's going on here? And I think on the timeline of all the things that have been the bus life sector, that initial thing just took me out because things happen on top of one another. Like, these things are not just happening in line with each other. Like Kwame Brown coming on here and, businesses connecting with him and him connecting with the Riff, and like all of these things were happening in this moment. And once the shit happened with my farm, and once he had the nerve to start like making it seem like I was begging him for something, or I wanted him to come to Austin and do all these things, like once he like tried to create this narrative around who I was as a person and as a, farmer, with having no fucking experience as a farmer, while like calling people out to be doing shit in the community, I think I just was like, oh, this motherfucker got me fucked up. So for me, it was never about the other players around Kwame Brown. Like, it was never all the other things that happened. For me, I just always had the problem with him. Like, I could care less about any other creators that started talking shit about me, or I could have cared less about any of that shit. It was really the fact that I felt like the biggest bust life buster had me fucked up. He really did. And I think now I'm just watching it all unfold, and all I can think to myself is, this shit is classic. Like, this is some real this is some real, when you tell a motherfucker don't fuck with you because shit can get real, this is it. And I'm just watching, and I'm just watching from every side, and all I can do is just shake my head because this shit is funny to me. Y'all understand? Hey, y'all, this shit is funny to me. um my shit say, what it say, why can't I why can't I leave the bus life sector behind me? And it's because every inch of me, every all my inch all my inches uh are like, nah, something right over here. This is some shit happening, and I just cannot put my finger on it, but I can put my finger on it, and I have put my finger on it. The shit is criminal, and this shit requires a whistleblower. Y'all, if you have followed me for any length of time, then you know that I am going to go downtown to City Hall, and I'm going to knock on the door. I'm going to knock on the door at City Hall. I'm coming in because I don't know which one of you council members on this dais got me fucked up today, but most likely it's Natasha Harper Madison, then Paige Ellis, then Kirsten Lane. Like, Don't make me start calling y'all out by names. And, you know, Mayor Watson and my city manager, TC Broadneck. So I spend a lot of my time in the city of Austin, seeing the nonprofit complex eat up. And when I say eat up, I mean eat up. I spend a lot of time watching them eat my city alive, and wash, rinse, repeat. There, we as citizens, as taxpayers, we get no break. I get no break here in Austin. You have to be on your good foot every step of the way, or you'll be fucked up here. And so watching so many nonprofit leaders and so many black people at that be grifters, scammers, people that come through that use identity theft, use tax evasion, use fraud, like that shit is real, and it's disheartening, and to me it's just a sad thing to fucking do to a group of marginalized people. So once I recognized that this is exactly the same thing that was going on in the bus life sector, I was just I think that I became intrigued by the happenings and workings. And yeah, I want to, and the reason that I have been moved to think, to bring my thought outside of my brain about this, is because I've been watching YouTuberculosis. Yes, I have been watching YouTuberculosis. So for some reason, YouTuberculosis, seer uh, of YouTuberculosis popped up in my recommendations. And but this is not the first time that I have watched their content. I used to watch their content, um, but I was like, you have to really be able to get it. You have to really be able to follow, and you have to know how to read code and understand code, right? Or else you're gonna believe that this is like some conspiracy theory brewing, because I've been that person when dealing with the city of Austin and dealing with local leadership here. I have been that person where people be like, oh, Tiff tripping again. Oh, there she go. Um, no, like this shit is real. Like we are openly and publicly being schemed, scammed, and bartered for. Like the city, man, they was openly trading our data. And that's what it is. The more you motherfuckers type, the more data they can collect. And they was openly trading our data on the stock market. Do you understand me? Through portfolios, through investment portfolios, a charity trust. Like, it's trauma. Like, they trade black trauma. Like, just like betting on Tesla or Apple or Amazon or any stock, black trauma, um social injustice things, it's traded on the stock market. When we have black riots and struggles and shit going on, the shit's going up. It's perpetual. It is perpetual. Just like this shit is crazy. Just like slavery in essence is perpetual, because all they did was create the prison system. So for me, as a farmer, knowing what the prison system is just a continuation of agriculture, and you need agriculture for any of this shit that happened. Like there has to be farmers, there has to be farms. I mean, they're even taking it and making it AI. Like, now y'all gonna be eating AI produce. This shit is not funny. This shit is a real thing. This is really real. It's really real. And so it tripped me out that it trips me out how easy black people become distracted by insequential nonsense. And the shit be so, it be so minute. It be so small, and we're able to make it become such a big, huge deal, right? Because initially, and this is how they get you. This is how you get got. You get got. Okay? Don't feel bad about it, because I felt got at one point. And this is what made me be like, "Oh shit, this shit ain't right. Something ain't right." But having to go back and forth between it happening in real life and then it happening on the internet has been very surreal for me, because I can actually take proper steps and handle stuff here. I can go to city hall, or I can go to some nonprofit event that they're giving and be there while this person that claim they running this nonprofit that help is there, and just sit there and stare them down, because it don't be nobody there. The part about it, it's the boasting of it all. It's the acting like you're bigger than what you are, in order to keep perpetuating the lies of uh poorness, of just the fucking sad struggle story, like the continue. And my mama Dorothy told me, my grandmother is a very influential figure here in Austin, Texas, and she said it best: it's a continuous struggle. And I used to think, why the fuck did the struggle gotta be continuous? Like, we can't stop the struggle. No, we can't stop the struggle, because it is written that way. It is intended. We have been placed in a position as black people to be in the situation of perpetual, continuous struggle. No matter how hard we fight, no matter how much we kick, scream, fuss, cuss, do any of that shit, we are not we're not going to be allowed to find a peaceful place until Jesus come back. I swear to God. I, prom- I promise y'all, because we have been inundated with so many layers of bullshit, right? Like, first of all, we don't all think alike, okay? Blackface is a real thing. That's a real thing. Just because you black, you melanated, just because everybody in this room looks black, that does not mean we all are black. And by black, I simply mean from the United States of America, where your ancestors, I said the United States of America. I didn't say South America. I didn't say nothing about that. I said the United States of America, where your ancestors were said to have been transported here on boats, and y'all were slaves here. That's what they said. What the fuck? the ones whose family members have just been here for like 200-300 years. I'm not talking about people from Africa. I'm not talking about people from the West Indies, you West Indian. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about black people and how it's so easy for us to be black faced. And these are the layers we have to dig through when trying to overcome the injustices and the struggles. Just in case y'all needed a recap, this is what I'm talking about. So it starts there. We're all in a room and everybody looks black. No, that's the same way the Israelites went down to Egypt and got themselves caught up and enslaved. And, because they looked alike, they went there to hide amongst the Egyptians. Like, literally, Moses took his hand, put it in his jacket, pulled it out, and it was white as snow. Leprous. That, listen, you wouldn't have to explain that to nobody if when he put his hand in there, it was already white as snow. That's a huge detail that needed to be made known. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is we might look alike, but that don't mean we are the same. All right. So when people be like, well, Africans had slaves too. Yes, that's because sometimes you enslave people that look like you, but they not you. God dang. What Bishop said yesterday, we was having church. Shoot. We in it, but we ain't of it. Y'all understand? We outside, but we ain't outside. See? I'm just telling y'all. Okay, so these are layers. The blackness, being in the room with people that look like you, who are blackface and blackface, giving their sad stories. But then you have, I guess that could be like, I wouldn't say there's a difference. That's that. And then you have blackface and blackface. Then you have colorism. That's the light skin, dark skin problems and stuff. Then I would say on top of that, we have more layers of shit as black, like classism. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we do have elitist bullshit that goes on in the black community. We do. We just do. A motherfucker try to tell you broke. What, bitch, you don't know if I'm broke. And if I was broke, who gives a fuck? I'm outside. We out here in these streets. Um, that's for my money Mitches out here. You will have black people who think who and it's so fucking crazy. You have black people in nonprofits who are like, we're philanthropists and we want to help the black marginalized people. But the ones that's struggling, and they talk shit about them. Oh, they broke, poor, and bitter. Like, what? This is some Twilight Zone shit. So we have to look out for that. So blackface and blackface, colorism, uh, classism, elitism, and then fucking nepotism. So this is where we get it fucked off in the black community. That fucking nepotism, cause my kinfolk, my skin folk, I know somebody, this person, that person, fucks us off every time. So we have our struggles within the struggles. So while we're doing this, yes, there are people and there are groups of people that will prey on that injustice. Yes, when I say we be being trafficked, when I say that our data is uh put out there on the stock market, that's our problem. It's a real thing. I spent 2023 and 2024 deep diving for my life to pull up. Man, look, y'all don't even understand. When it comes to whistleblowing, it's important to know how to do your research, when to do your research, and what you're researching. Because sometimes when you go in a rabbit hole, you can get fucked off. You gotta be careful. So you gotta come with your full you gotta come with your full body of armor when you go fucking around with the fuck around, and you trying to get all the information you can to bring people to justice. So why can't I leave the bus life sector behind me? It's because I have recognized that uh, there are crimes happening. And I just can't believe it. I it gives me ideas for how to handle the grifters here in Austin. Being able to sit back and actively watch so many people do so much stupid shit is like it's like fodder. It's like fodder for creativity. It's fodder for fiction. Because you can't be really trying to take these people serious. There is not no way in hell you can take these people serious. So you have to recognize the grift of it all. You have to recognize the fact that a group of people popped up, popped out, and, and started scheming. Um, and I want to explain it to y'all too. So this is this is how you get people. This is how you get people hooked, and it always start with the cries for help or it. And this is why it's so hard for real shit like my farm to fucking make it. I'm telling y'all, this shit is crazy to me. We have dug so many holes. Um, it's a thing, right? You start out with a thing. You say, oh, well, I had a struggle and I was a bust for 20 years. That's what they called me. And no one thinks, you don't think about it necessarily. You just be like, damn, that's fucked up. That's not even cool. So you have sympathy. You find people who are sympathetic to to struggle stories. That's what it is. We just gotta keep it real. Um, and then you start digging in and you get them on board. But I think in this case with Bustlife, it was because he already came with um the celebrity. He already was an NBA player. Like people knew him already as what he was, and so it just took. And then for me, the schemy part is the business stuff, right? So calling out all these people who doing these things in the community and calling out these businesses and having so many businesses send him merchandise or just, you know, whatever. Um, I think all this time, like 3, 4 years later, all this time people overlook those business owners. And it's so important to the grift, right? The fallout that you have when you have people who really put their hard work and effort into something and want to share or network or market. Um, and those people who are willing to put their businesses out there and do pitches and seek funding for that shit. It's not easy running no fucking business, no. Like and it's not easy getting certifications for SBA loans and certifications for SBA contracting, and that shit take a lot of time. It's a lot of paperwork. Like it's a lot of shit that you have to do in order to run your business, your back office. A lot of the times, people is just like, we're gonna. Who is that? Me. Who is me? Why you ain't knock on my door? What you want? Your blood. Then you got kids who think that they can just come and pop out on you whenever they want to pop out on you. Now get out. Give me a hug and get out my room and knock on my door next time. Bye. Love you. Go make us some eggs. We gonna go dashing in a little bit. I'm going dashing later today, y'all. But no, so it takes a lot. Um, and so when I see still so many people ignore uh all those businesses and stuff and how that shit went down, it's a huge piece of the puzzle, right? Because it's one thing to schemy scam people, individuals, individually, but it's another thing to schemy scam a business. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. And so I think that the bus life sector, I want to call it something. Shit, this is a new character unlock. This shit need a name. Um, the bus life sector's schemes. I don't know. That's why I'm gonna just call them schemes right now, because I don't want nobody to try to fucking. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry. This shit be crazy. Um, I think that I think that if I'm going to do it. I'm about to do it right now. If you put riff, we about to talk about this is gonna be my new shit. If you put riff into the context of it all, you will really finally understand what you tuberculosis is talking about. Oh my God. And when you say it's a group and you be like, man, it's at least 100 people. The fucking shit is huge, right? Because it happened here with me. It starts with one or two people. You think it's just Kwame and Queen Regina. Then you find out, oh shit, it's a team of these motherfuckers. You got M Soul and Cache, and you would have thought Sister T was a part of it, but no, she was just a part of the takedown. For the takeover. Like, when I look back and I think about this shit, especially right now, the content that y'all putting out right now, it just tells me, it screams to me, yes, bitch, you got caught, and y'all, I could have been fucked up out here in these streets, fucking with these people for real in real life. Like, it's a blessing to me that what happened to me actually happened to me, because whoo shit, boy, I will be pissed. I'm already dealing with the councilwoman over here stealing my fucking business plan and talking about her small urban nursery, trying to hide it on Instagram, when meanwhile this bitch been out here asking me if I want to go into business together. And I'm like, what business you got, bitch? You trying to go into business? And this bitch is like the farm nursery business. I'm like, bitch, I was just talking to your fucking chief of staff about that. What the fuck? So yes, I don't know at what point I started being watched, stalked, followed, copied, and pasted by my own city council member. So I can believe I can't believe that from the very start, this has been an orchestrated grift. This has been the biggest orchestrated grift on YouTube. And the fact that it is still running, it's still happening because why would Kwame Brown separate the room? Why would he separate his chat? He took the business owners and was like, y'all go over on Riff. And you have to keep in mind that Riff was a beta app. It was a new app still being tested. You had to have an iPhone to use it. The man was like, you have to have an iPhone. Go. He even said, go spend the $200. Y'all know damn well a regular person in their right mind is not finna go spend no 200 fucking dollars to get no iPhone just so they can fucking get on Riff. Fuck no. So he knew most likely the business owners had had an iPhone because a lot of people use like Square, that's for Apple, or Apple Pay or whatever, businesses. I don't know. It's just statistically speaking, a lot of business owners is using iPhones. So when we popped onto the Riff, it was so early. It was a group of us that was just there already and just became moderators. Um and Queen Regina was never a moderator for the Riff Room. And every week that bitch would just flood with people. It would be like 600-700 people would just show up. And then slowly over time to the next week, people would just drop off. They wouldn't come back or whatever. But that room was set up specifically as a way to generate money. It's like Cameo. It was like a place for uh influencers and celebrities where they could come and really connect with their audience. But he was never there outside of Biz or Bust Wednesdays. That's it. Them is the only times, or just a random pop up. But it was never. He was just in his own riff room, and so a bunch of business owners had just linked up, and we were already talking about connecting or raising money or whatever, but we was talking about raising money outside of giving him money through the actual app via coin, like Riff Coin, or you could give like stickers and shit that would give him money. We was talking about doing something totally different inside his room. And I think the powers that be was like, we gotta stop this. And so they took the idea of us giving away money to a different business owner every month or something like that and decided to make it a competition, like a contest, not even competition, like a small business contest, because he just out of nowhere announced it on his page, right? So once once I won the Riff Small Biz or Bust thing, right? Business, what the fuck? The Riff Biz or Bust Wednesday. Once I won that $500, right? Um, he was like, they were, gonna share it on his YouTube channel or whatever. So, I had made videos, and he was like, Farmer Nancy won, go check out Farmer Nancy, and then he ended his live. And I'm like, I'm chilling, right? This is where shit got throat because I'm chilling. I'm like, ooh, I done hit a little lick, little $500 lick. I'm gonna go get these strawberries for my baby. We about to make this content. We up. We just sharing videos. It's all good. I'm not really that pressed about it. But while this is happening, I also see a lot of the other drama and beef shit that was going on. So I was like, oh man, this is some shit. Especially when I seen him trying to link up with Charleston White. I was like, God damn. So y'all know I had to hit C Dub on the back end, like, what it do? Like I was like, wait. What's going on here? And shit. So once I was like in different chats and different places, like, Kwame tripping, this is not gonna work, CW ain't like that, cause like at the end of the day, why the fuck would you get mad at Skinny for calling Queen Regina a bitch? Like you ain't heard Charleston White's mouth? Like that's some crazy ass shit to be trying to act like you don't rock with a motherfucker that'll call a woman a bitch. Like what the fuck? Sometimes bitches need to be called a bitch. I don't know what to say, but I mean I wasn't that bothered. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. But what I do know is I was like, oh shit, this shit is crazy and what's going on. So when I went to ask and he played me, that let me know somebody he had people in the chat watching and giving him back information. So boom, there goes. Now it's a group of grifters. Now there's a team of people. He have a team that's on their best bullshit, right? So that turned into me saying something, him trying to defame, demerit, and discredit not just my farm, my business, but me as a farmer. That really pissed me off. And that really pissed me the fuck off. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. That right there, I was ready to fight. I didn't give a fuck, and anybody could have got it because I don't fuck around with the fuck around when it comes to my work, my business, my farm. You can get uh shit to fucking with me. So I felt some kind of way, because I worked hard. I worked really fucking hard for my farm, and I'm not ashamed to talk about how it feels having something, working so hard for something, and having people stand in your way intentionally, and they are there to intentionally derail and disrupt um your business, because that's exactly what happened to me, and that's how we were displaced from my farm. And fuck, that's how y'all see me post the shit I post about in this house, your Harper Maston, because no, what the fuck? um it's not it's not cool. And so once that happened, and somebody somebody like Rainy had the nerve to try to double down, it was up from there. It was up from there, because my only problem was ever with him. But now it's too much. It's too much going on. Like this nigga Kwame Brown had 400,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers was in the chats deep. They was them motherfucking premature bunnies was in the making. You know what I'm saying? Ears came over there. They was having a fucking rabbit trials, or I don't know what the fuck they had going on. But all of this is happening while I'm like, y'all got me fucked up. Did you not just hear this nigga say that I needed somebody to farm for me? Fuck him. Fuck him. So I'm over here screaming that while all of that shit is going on. And I think is by design that like I didn't get swept. I didn't get swept into that shit like no rabbit trials or taking me to rabbit court or whatever the fuck that shit was. But seeing that happen after they all cried, Regina blocked 3,000 people in the chat. Like seeing all that happen while I'm like, nah, fuck that. Somebody gonna address the fact that this nigga just tried to discredit my business. That's what I was on. That's what I was on the whole time. Um, and seeing how the riff room started to be, because it was really strange that Queen Regina knew what was going on in the riff, but she wasn't really in the riff. But I know how she knew what was going on in the rift, because we was reporting it and making sure that someone from his team knew what was happening with the way the rift room was starting to they was trying to take it over. And so again, this is how it works. I I believe that that was just all a part of of the grifted plan, of the scheme and the scam, was to get that done. And I think we just threw a couple of monkey wrenches into the situation by having real genuine people there that actually built connections and built networks and stuff. And we didn't have to have no fucking discourse or nothing. We were just connecting, and that shit was crazy when it started to kind of go left, because shit, it was people that wanted access to him. So it was nothing for us to make another riff room. Like, we could just leave here because this is not our shit anyway. And I don't have to be a moderator over here, but the camaraderie that had been built, we just moved it. And they had a fucking problem with that. Like, that shit was crazy. So I think there was a lot of infiltration by people whose agendas was to scam subscribers, watchers, viewers, or whatever out of their money, whether it be via coin, super chats, stickers, motherfucking cat, whatever the case may have been. I just believe that that's what was going on. And when you can isolate a group of people and do something like that, to generate another kind of form or stream of money or whatever, I mean, shit, that's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the steal. It's all a part of the money grab. And I see money grabs every day right here in Austin, Texas. So why can I leave them out? Because I see this huge ass uh grift, and now I see it's imploding upon itself. Now I see that, you know, it's not as easy as it was for uh those funds to flow, and it's being choked out. And as it's being choked out, the only thing being left behind is a bunch of ruckus, is a bunch of chaos. And that's usually what happens in situations like these. But man, I think I know that once I became aware, once that happened, and the discrediting and the dismerit of my farm shit happened, um, I started bringing that to light. It was weird because you had all these people, right? So what happened was, after I won the small biz or bust competition, right? The next part kind of was all happening, and I was a little bit baffled. But this is again another thing that made me realize that this was all a scheme on top of scheme on top of the next scheme. Because as I'm thinking, why is he changing his platform to beefing while he has so many businesses doing this stuff, and people are asking these questions, and I asked and got played to stifle the conversation I was having. He had a panel with Mom Boss Mayo, who was talking about her traveling and all these other MLMs, multi-level marketing things, right? That's when you had Toothless Tiger, AK, Kwame, uh, who else? Fucking Mom Boss. They was all on a panel talking about the MLMs and shit. And AK was like, "Oh, this seems scammy and weird," and she was like, "Mom Boss was like, no, it's my travel agency." Da, da, da. But where did they come from? She come from with this MLM stuff, and why? Motherfucker know what a MLM is. You know what a multi-level marketing program is. You know fucking travel agents, and you know, I mean, shit, motherfuckers can grind it out and get that pink car. Hey, I be seeing people ride around in a pink Mary Kay car. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I be seeing it. Hey, what's going on? Jimmy Henny McFly, what's up? I be seeing the people that ride around in the Mary Kay car. So if you got the grind and you want to be the Avon lady, shit, you know, fucking sell them accessories. Sell that smell goods. You want to be the Scentsy lady and you out here slanging candles, you slanging travel packs, fuck it. Everybody got a grind. I slang veg. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't down with them trying to be like Mom Boss Mayo is a scammer and she didn't. I was like, shit, you gotta grind, you gotta grind. That was my thing, but they made it such a big deal. Well, that made me think, why the fuck none of these people submitted their businesses to the small business biz or bus competition? Because for me, I mean, that's really how you do it. We talking about Kwame Brown was saying he was gonna give somebody $500 if they won the business competition, a business pitch. You have to pitch your business. You want to share the idea and stuff. Of 400,000 subscribers, what do you mean? I don't know how many of you motherfuckers got businesses, but I'm in this thing because it's worth the exposure. You know what I'm saying? It's worth getting the exposure to just do it. And I had a little bit of experience doing a couple of pitch competitions because I had did like two. Chameleon there had did one and shit, so I entered those. It wasn't nothing. Like, why the fuck not? It was just a little $500. It wasn't no big deal. So I was like, why come you didn't see more people actually participate in that? Like, I don't know. I don't remember Sis being in a riff room promoting his extermination business. Like, I didn't see Rainy in the room promoting her motherfucking body scrubs. I didn't see these people who was just acting like, it's a business, my business, my business. I didn't see them promoting they fucking businesses. I just didn't. So I was just like, okay, well, we up here talking about MLMs. I need to fucking come up here and talk about my farm. Shit, I just won the small business biz or pitch competition. And we just skip over the farm for some fucking MLMs. Is that what just happened? Hell no. So boom, I was peeved again. I was like, nah, fuck this shit. Absolutely not. So I'm talking my shit, they doing that shit. And Mr. Skinny was talking about this the other day. Shout out Mr. Skinny. He was talking about Toothless being on there in the MLM. Um, he might talk about this today, Thursday. Oh, this is Bob and Bustlife Thursday. He might talk about this later. So look, okay, they was on that panel. Farmer Nancy is peeved. She like, why the fuck is we talking about MLMs and I just got this money for this fucking farm? Why this nigga won't talk about my farm live like he giving all this time to this, but I just won this shit. And so then they was beefing all at the same time. And I came and I asked this shit about Charleston White. And I know that his little minions that be, all the little ones gonna run in a circle, A Powers, all of them back then at the time was probably reporting my shit back. this is when I started to recognize, oh nigga, they move like digitech, like nanotech. You know what I'm saying? They connected like little nanotechnology. Okay, okay, you motherfuckers, I got to step my game up. I got to be seeing what the fuck's going on around here. So I got to go Farmer Nancy stealth mode on motherfuckers. So I'm watching and I'm peeping the scene. Okay. So, so I'm like, all right, all right. I fucked around and was, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how in the fuck I started watching Rainy. She just came across my feed. I think Queen Regina had called Skinny's wife, and then Rainy was like all of a sudden, because Mr. Skinny wasn't really feeling her at first, and then she had, cussed out Queen Regina about uh her calling Skinny wife. But I'm watching. I'm already watching Skinny Naughty. I'm in the chest deep. Swear to God, flaming that bitch up and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't in Mr. Skinny's chat at first, but I was watching her content. And then I was like, this is weird because she didn't seem like she was comfortable or confident in how she was relaying her content. It's like she was trying too hard. But as a subscriber, and I'm trying to fuck with you, I'm just, okay, cool. And so all of a sudden she started going ham on Charleston White. And I was like, oh no, this is gonna end badly. And she started going off on Queen Regina and Sister T. And I'm like, no, don't do that. Just keep doing your own content. You were doing good, even though it was kind of hard to sit through sometimes. You were working your way up. Oh, don't fall for it. She fell for it. I was like, God damn. She got caught up. They snatched her motherfucking ass. And once Rainy got snatched, right, I just popped out. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to have to come. I'm going to have to jump off the top ropes. I'm going to have the stamina for 3-hour lives and shit. I'm going to have to just be running it because shit is real out here in these streets. So, so I made a live and I just, gave some constructive criticism and she didn't like that shit. And so she doubled down on the shit that Kwame had said about my farm, right? And so now I was on Rainy's ass because she had me fucked up. Period. I don't fucking play farm games. Don't fuck around with the fuck around when it comes to talking about my farm, farming, agriculture, any of that kind of shit. You think it's a game? I have to show you better than I can tell you. So I was on her motherfucking ass. But while I'm on her ass, she's now building up this little relationship, this little content ship creatorship with Mr. Skinny. So I'm dropping bombs on this bitch. They don't want to acknowledge it. Brown skinned lady, like a lot of the females in the chat, shit, supernova, nigga. It was a lot of females that was like falling back from Farmer Nancy because Farmer Nancy started wearing Rainy's ass out. I was wearing her motherfucking, I was making that bitch go crazy. I had started that bitch a herb garden, Rainey's herb and medicinals garden, because she was on this bitch having anxiety, tripping, hitting herself in the face with a fucking fly swatter. Talking about she was trying to get rid of the gnats. She didn't want to never say my name, but I didn't give a fuck about whether or not I said hers, bitch. We got a whole herb garden for your ass because you need to calm the fuck down. I'm about to grow you some chamomile mint tea. So you then I started putting chamomile all in the chat. It was a tea lounge in this motherfucker. Tripping. Shit had got real. and they was hating on me. They didn't want to see me winning. What you mean? And then I was reviewing the Rainy and Skinny show, and then that's when her motherfucking ass let Charleston White be like, "Yeah, I really want the fuck up." That shit blew it out the water. And what does any of this have to do with why I can't leave Bustlife behind me? Because these was all good times that happened because this tall ass nigga had the nerve to try to discredit me, to try to demerit my farm. And I wasn't having that shit, especially when I can recognize that everything you have going on is a part of an orchestrated, schemy scam to get people out of their money, identities, anything, any type of fraudulent shit that y'all can do to gain from other people's struggle is what the fuck they was doing. And they was grifting, and they had me fucked up. And so because I recognize it in real life here in Austin, Texas, I was not about to put up with that shit on the internet, especially not from the likes of nobody like Rainy. Only for Mr. Skinny to turn around and have to be like, damn, Big Nance. Damn, Farmer Nancy. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. All shit was fucked up. Yes. I told you. And it was just hard. Motherfuckers ain't want to apologize to me. No, motherfuckers ain't want to be like, yeah, Big Nance was eating her ass alive. Nigga. I was eating that bitch ass up. She was like, eat, bitch, eat. And I was like, no, bitch, you ain't doing shit around here until I say so. I played chicken with that bitch in a chicken suit and everything. I had that bitch on the ropes. I'm just saying. Only for all of them to turn around and be like, damn, Farmer Nancy was kind of right. This bitch is kind of fucked up. No, yes. And I did. I did feel some kind of way when all them women did that shit. I did. Hey, I felt like, damn, why y'all played on me like that? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. Oh my bad. So no, I wasn't there. I wasn't there for all the things. So like no, I was never really the 10 people panels. So while all of this shit is going on, Lonnie is over there at night having 20 people panels. And I will watch. It was only like once, and I couldn't. It's too many people. It's too much noise. It's too much sounds, and I just wasn't into that shit. And I don't know if that was the building of the Wabbit Hutch, if that was the building of the Rabbit Connection, or what the fuck. I just wasn't with that shit. It was just too loud. I couldn't focus on that shit. I was on Rainy's ass. Mr. Skinny had me fucked up too because I was like, really, you got this? All right. I'm trying to tell you, I fuck with you. I'm just not gonna watch on the days when she there. I'm just not gonna watch on the days when this bitch is here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, this bitch is not a bitch that you want to be having around. But we all learn lessons, you know what I'm saying? The shit happened, and so I just think to myself like, damn, you know, maybe it's easier for other male content creators to vibe with single women. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it just makes them more comfortable. I don't fucking know. But I'm married. I love my husband. You know what I'm saying? But we outside and we have to work with people. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to work with people and still build connections and network, whether it's men or women. um you got to be able to find some type of common ground to get work done. And shit, sometimes it might just be a easier look to go with the single black female. Like that shit backfired like a motherfucker. That shit did not go down well at all. um so really it's just a lot of the content that I see, and right now I'm just like, look at this shit. um you motherfuckers didn't allow a whole group of identity stealers, people that's willing to dox other people. I never knew what like the doxing thing was about. Like, if you didn't want to be found on YouTube, like why the fuck is you on here? Especially if you're gonna be on here talking shit to people. Like, who does that? Like, who's doxing people and then trying to hide and be like, yeah, no, I don't want you to know who I am, but I'm gonna pull up all your records and all that shit is crazy. That's just and then y'all pulling up people records on people that these is just people. They don't have no political pull in the city that you live in. Like, this is not nobody you really need to be investigating for no reason outside of just being messy and fucking petty. Because what in the motherfuck is, who gives a fuck? Like, what the fuck is we looking up these people for? Like, why? Is there a reason? Is we finna go down to City Hall and be like, point of order in this motherfucker? I don't know if last week y'all was here when Natasha was throwing up fucking gang signs and slurring, and her speech be like this, and the thing, fucking with the meth jaw and fucking locked fingers. This bitch drunk on the dais. Like, we're not. You guys are not looking up these people for no good fucking reason. Like, I mean, it's fucking crazy, but shit, it just is what it is. I think that I'm just observing. um at this point I'm just really observing. So when I'm like, why can't I why can't I leave it behind, it's because shit, it's something to talk about. Honestly, I mean, nobody really knows who y'all are, but in talking about it with you guys, when y'all come over or y'all see me around, they be like, what is that bitch Nance doing? Who knows? She's so weird. Who fucking knows what she got going on? I'm decompressing, motherfuckers. That's what the fuck I'm doing. I am decompressing from the real shit, from real life, from having spent the last 90 days at City Hall for putting up evidence against the councilwoman and all her fucking co-conspirators in real life. And when I come and I see this shit still going on, I can actively recognize the fallout of the scam. And fuck, thank you, tuberculosis, for the efforts that you put into sharing the content. Because wow. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. So like 8 months ago, last November, it's about to be a year since we moved from the farm. Right before we left, I was going through it, man. I was going through it so bad. My heart was broken. I was having to pack my shit. I was feeling so depressed and sad that we was moving from my farm, y'all. I was fucked up. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I was hurting bad. And so during that time of my pain, um, I decompressed again. It was my mentee B month. It's time for my mental health breakdown. It's my mentee B. It's my mental breakdown. Oh shit. I came up with the idea for the Wabbit Prep High School for little fucking rabbits, little bunnies hopping around the fucking sector, and the Bustlife agricultural department. And I was doing that shit from the house. I was going live and I was talking to you guys about agriculture, keeping it fun, keeping it lighthearted, and just jousting on the rabbits and shit, just fucking with sis. Sorry. I know, I know. Sis, 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 I know I ran your motherfucking pressure up. I had that nigga pressure high. Boy, when I when I started dropping that rabbit prep high school shit, that nigga sis was heated. He ain't want y'all to know he was heated. His pressure was high. He was like, that, that motherfucker want me to say her name. She want me to say something about fuck that. He was like, I'm not saying shit about that. I'm not saying shit. And then he called me a dirty farmer. I thought that shit was so funny. I don't know why y'all like this shit. Makes me laugh from my inside, like from my belly core. But that's the way Ray used to make me laugh from my belly core because they say some silly ass shit and it be funny. I don't be trying to be fucked up. I don't gotta cuss a motherfucker out every time I talk to him. You know what I'm saying? It don't be having to be that deep. That shit was just funny, dog. It was funny as fuck. But I'm sorry, shit. Oh man, dog. It be funny as fuck. I was trying not to really get into no trouble with nobody. Um Shit, I'm telling y'all, I was dragging that bitch. I was dragging that bitch raining. And like Sid said, shit, he seen the shit that I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody act like they ain't see what I was doing. But he seen the shit that I was doing. And like he said, he had some ammo. He wanted to keep some ammo that he could give to Rainy if she ever wanted to use it against me. You know what I'm saying? I guess she was like, fuck it, she didn't want to. Maybe she did. I don't know. I don't watch. Like, I don't have no reason to, like, watch nobody, I guess, really talk shit about me. I just hear about it. I hear about it from the grapevine. Somebody will message me or somebody will do something, send me something. And I just be like, oh, that's fucked up. They got me, dog. It's all right. I still gotta go down to City Hall tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So it just be what it be. But oh shit, my bad, my bad. I'm dropping shit. Oh man. Uh. So yeah, when I was making those videos and stuff, I was on a road. Then I met the bishop. I didn't know who Bishop. I had never met Bishop before, but I was like, no, we did that already. Like I've been here. I've been farming. We done this. I gotta go now. I'm getting displaced, and you gonna come talking about some? We no, it's over. It's over. You know. I yes. It is a virtual farm. That's all we got now in the sector. It's just a virtual farm. Yep, you fucking right. It's a lot of people though that grow stuff in our sector. Um, and at the time, I thought it would have been cool to link up, but like I say, when I first won the Biz or Bust thing, and they was all linking up, and they they was doing that, and I was like, well, damn, Sister T didn't even enter her garden for the little $500 or whatever the case may be. So when I seen them put doing that, doing the like the farmer and the gardener, like lifting up this farm, and it was enjoyable, but I had to recognize that was all a part of their grifted plan, right? And so I can't be mad that I'm being safeguarded, like my little angels is keeping me safe over here, but I'm constantly like, oh no, you motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with me and my farm. Da, da, da. You have to grow. I've had to grow since then, you guys. Okay, I've grown into a much better space when it comes to, how I feel about agriculture and my farm and having lost my farm. I've grown into a better space. But back then, you couldn't tell me shit. Like back there was nothing that could be said to make me believe for 1 second that we was finna take this woman serious wiggling around in this goddamn garden like a worm with these white kids. I just wasn't supposed. What the fuck is going on when we just talking about the white zaddy and shit? So, um, I recognized that they was trying to scheme it out. They built a website. She had seed packages, boxes, and all kind of shit. And I was like, this is a team of motherfuckers behind the scenes doing this shit. So it's because I want to see it all implode. That's the reason that I just can't leave it behind. Um, uh-uh. Oh yeah, I get ready to go, y'all. My messages is good, but he better catch up bus. My kids be trying to fucking tell me what to do, like they run me. They don't fucking run me. The fuck? Texting me talking about we gotta go. Them goddamn kids ain't shit, but them kids ain't nothing but trouble. Uh, because I want to see it implode. I can't leave it behind because I'm actively watching it like fold in on itself. The shit that you got, the shit that be being talked about in the bus life sector, that shit is crazy to me. I wanted to keep some balance. I thought it would be fun to chase them rabbits down for a little bit. I did. I had a good time. I even had them actually, and they was taking the bait and pulling and actually popping out. I was dropping little rabbit traps and shit in the chat. I was dropping rabbit traps and shit in the chat. Motherfuckers need to be caught, trapped. Um, but I had fun with it. There was a couple series that I had started that I wanted to put out. I still have 2 books that I was working on that I want to put out. It's been a long time, y'all. It's been a year. Um, but it's all content that I've never shared. So anytime I can put it out, I'm working on it. But life be lifing. You know what I'm saying? Life get real. Shit come up. Things happen. Um, and we got to do other shit. For me, it's just very important to stop the misuse and the abuse um, that happens in the community at the hands of leadership, nonprofits, political figures, public figures, people that think that, they're able to use these narratives to keep black people in a perpetual state of struggle. And so I think that's just a part of why I really can't um, leave it behind, because it symbolizes so much of what I actually go through here in Austin. And like the shit is crazy. Like for instance, we just had a situation where I'm gonna start using my little microphone thing I got right here too. Now I just charged it up. It's fully charged too. We had a situation where it was a young lady who is going viral in Austin right now because she had gotten art raped. Um, and she shared it. It was on her ring cam, and so she shared it in Austin with us here. I'll share that screenshot, but no, I ain't gonna do that. Uh, and so these don't be situations we can take lightly. So I mean, it's weird that y'all, to me, y'all are talking about this with people after the fact when y'all been talking about this. This was the same shit y'all was talking about shit 9 months ago when I when I was doing the Rabbit Pearl High School, trying to lighten the fucking mood around this motherfucker, cause y'all just go too deep. Y'all be too damn serious. Um, so look, this is a thing, right? Look, while I was, ain't no bunch of people in here. They might come and watch this later. I ain't gonna make this long. I got 4 minutes. Okay, look. So while I was doing the Bustlife agricultural thing, right? People started coming over. I started having like a bunch of people pop up in my chat that had never really came to my lives before. So, like for instance, M Soul and Cache and like Queen Regina and like just a bunch of people. Some of the rabbits would pop up and they was coming over to my chat, right? While I was doing that bus like agricultural farm stuff. And then when me and Bishop linked up and we started fucking hunting down them goddamn rabbits, and we was fucking snatching their asses up by the legs and clonking them over the head with the mallets. I had started making the the bishop the bounty hunter and Big Nance, you know what I'm saying? We was a bounty hunting team, you know, fucking we out here gunslingers, fucking bounty hunters, fucking rock your top, right? We was getting it in. I had started using the little Wild West thing. So my thing was this, right? When I just came back, I've been gone. I think I've probably really been gone since like March. When I get back, I see that Claire Booker's backup is like the sheriff in town, like in the Little Western, but they using cartoons and animations. I had started doing just like still shotted content with a voiceover telling a story that I had written or whatever, but it was set in the Wild West. And you know, we was the gunslingers, you got the Don over there, you know, and this was the thing. And I was like, so when I seen her using it, I was like, damn, that's interesting because I didn't think that Claire Booker watched none of my content, right? Because why would she? You know what I'm saying? But is it a coincidence? Because I could say maybe it's just a coincidence because because Kev Lowe was calling himself an outlaw, right? Maybe it's just coincidence, but that's not no fucking coincidence because I made videos with Kev Lowe in them in the saloon, and he was a like a soft young cowboy dude playing the piano. He was the piano man playing the piano, sitting there with the drink, with the tears coming down his eyes, crying out over the piano because Bishop was telling that boy Kwame and them was trying to get his donut, and Bishop was trying to help him. And did he need help? Blink twice, nigga. But the nigga cat wasn't blinking twice. But so the reason I said this is has to do everything with what you tuberculosis is saying. So you tuberculosis is on Cache. He's like, Cache is clever. Gotta be clear. Look, you keep slipping up. I know you clear. So I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't have just a little bit of faith in it. I wouldn't think so. If one, it wasn't for that fucking Sheriff Clara shit. Because that is not a coincidence. Because why did she just do that out of nowhere? When I just went off the scene, you just start using that shit. And I mean, it's the Western town. You got the people in the town with the dusty road and the general store and shit. I was doing all that shit. And when I was doing that shit, Cache and M Soul was coming over and they was moderators in my chat. So I don't know. It's just little gems. It's little dust that can be dropped to say, is Clara Cache? I mean, shit. All I'ma say is, I don't think it's a coincidence that Clara is using some shit that Farmer Nancy was using. I think she was exposed to it and liked it and was like, ooh, I can use that. Big Nancy ain't here using it no more. That's just me. I'm just it's so many things that can happen over here. You never know what can happen over here. I'm just putting it out there, you know. Little subtle shit, you know. It's subtle, but it's real. Subtle but real. You know what I'm saying? Subtle but real. Secondly, my husband, Coach Rock, he don't have no investment in shit. He hates this shit. He wish I would stop fucking talking to him about you motherfuckers. He's like, just let's go do pho across Austin. Just go swim. Just record your fitness. And I'm doing all that. I'm gonna do all that. But this is the why I can't leave Bustlife sector behind me series. And it's because when I played for him that video from You Tuberculosis that had Cache's voice, and he ain't seen no videos of her face, and I didn't even show him my phone. I said, babe, listen to this. Is this the same woman? This nigga said, yeah. He said yes. He said yes. I was like, oh, what is going on? I am interested. It's a mystery, Scooby-Doo. And y'all know I love a good mystery. So that is why I cannot leave the Bustlife sector behind. Because it is a mystery going on in this sector and y'all are not paying attention. It is a mystery. We know who. We just don't know how deep it go. We just don't know how deep it go. It's a mystery, Scooby-Doo. And so I'm here to keep watching. I'm going to keep lurking. I'm going to keep talking about the shit now, definitely from this perspective, because wow, mind blown. I was mind blown at first when I was like, you got me fucked up. Now I'm just mind blown as a spectator that's going to be talking about it. And I'm just be like, because, woo, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but somebody needs to fill me in. Somebody needs to fill me in, and I'm gonna keep it real. I miss Lady DJ because she used to give such good fill-ins. They used to be so good. I could be gone for a week. I just go back and watch Lady DJ last 2-3 videos. Shit, got call right back up. Don't need nothing. Don't need nothing else, but it's all good. Rest in paradise. And y'all, I gotta go. I gotta get up out of here. I'm gonna be back later. I'm gonna go see what else is going on out here in these YouTube streets. But just know, Farmer Nancy is around. I'll be outside. I walks the perimeter of my ranch. The Bluff 88. Yes, I walks God damn it, the perimeter of my little ranch over here in the Bustlife sector, and I minds my business, and I pops out. I sit on my porch with my triangle bell, and I sip my Arnold Palmer, and I rock in my rocking chair. And I see y'all, and when I go to ringing that triangle bell, that's when y'all know. That's when y'all know. Until then, y'all can catch me in the chat somewhere in somebody's chat. I'll probably be in Mr. Skinny's chat or Bishop's chat or I don't know what the fuck. But don't be a hater. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Um, and just come back later and hit the notification bell so y'all get my notifications for when I'm going live. I'm finna start taking my kids back to school. They start next week, so I'm gonna have all the time to rev this shit back up. I've been dashing my ass off. I'm about to be platinum dasher, so you know what I'm saying. I'll bring y'all along for some of my dash, dash, dash. Go get the money. Go get the money. Dash. Go get the money. Go get the money. Dash, dash, dash. So. Whatever, fuck y'all. From farm to food tables and this motherfuckers. We outside. We still getting it in. All right, I'm gone.